I'm Nick Pomeroy with PR Equipment out here in Kearns, Texas. Hey, today we wanted to talk about a tractor that we have probably not shown as much love to, or at least I went back and looked at my YouTube channel and did not see a video on this particular model, which is crazy because it's a pretty popular model, and we've done the sister to this tractor extensively. But this is a 5711, a Global Series tractor. And so the 5711 is basically we've got lots of videos out on the 5700D series tractor, which is the one that comes with a power shift transmission and a couple other fun features. But this is the 5711 Global Series, and it also comes in a 5710 variety. So the 10 is 100 horsepower, the 11 is 110 horsepower. But this is more of a basic tractor, but still gonna get you this good chassis size and a lot of chassis weight built in. It's about 10,000 pounds base weight. That's before we add in wheel weights and loaders and things like that. So it's a pretty stout little tractor. But a few mechanical pieces to this. It's a 12x12 power shuttle transmission. We've got a 4.4 liter 4-cylinder Agco Power engine. A couple different loader options. This happens to be the 3723. It's also available with the 3819. The 3819 is the self-leveling option. The 3723 is the non-self-leveling option. All are going to come standard with a Euro Quick Connect. But these FL loaders, if you've watched any of our other videos, we really like these FL loaders. All of these are going to have soft ride as well, and a really simple to install third function diverter valve if you want to go that way. Or of course, we are always here to install your live third function, and we integrate that into the factory loader joystick. Which a lot of your dealers aren't doing. They're using the aftermarket one, and it's, in my opinion, it's substandard. A few different tire options. You can get these with the R34s. I think there's an R30 option. This is pretty much how we normally spec them with the 460 34s. And we always usually put a full set of weights on them. We really like to get a lot of iron in these tractors. A few differences back here, 2 valves or 3 valves is optional. We typically always order these tractors with 3 valves, which is also going to get you the flow control. So you're going to have the flow control knob. And you've also got the 3-speed PTO is going to come standard as well. So 540, 540 Eco, and 1000 speed is going to come standard. We're on like a 4700, which is a similar tractor. You're gonna have the 540, 540 Eco or the 540 and 1000. This is gonna be 3-speed shiftable from the cab, which is kind of nice. So it's electronic over hydraulic shifting. We can go from 540 to 540 Eco from the cab. If you want to go 1000, of course you have to change the shaft, but you're not shifting any linkages or anything. All that's done in the cab. 3-point controls on both fenders. We've talked about that extensively. Massey offers that on basically every tractor in this, anywhere in the utility chassis range. Massey offers that. That's usually an option for other brands. So it's definitely got some features. Super heavy 3-point hitch. Everything about it is just much heavier than the competition is in this category of tractor. Lighting. We don't always talk about lighting, but we're going to offer basically 2 roof lights, 2 pillar lights, and then of course the hood lights. And then on the rear, we're going to offer 2 rear work lights as well. So excellent lighting options. As far as the cab goes, I think we have one of the nicest, if not the nicest cab in the business. As with any of the 4700, 5700, 6700 series tractors, the buddy seat comes standard, and you can lock it in and out of the way. All that is always going to come standard. So we've talked about the 5700Ds, so check out those other videos. But more or less, this is just a simple version of that tractor. So we're going to have a 12x12 transmission. On our tractor, we're going to have 6 speeds and 2 ranges. But don't forget about our D-clutch button, which is on the front of the joystick right here. So if we're shifting as we go down the road or in the field, maybe doing hay or whatnot, we're not having to push the clutch. We can just push that D-clutch button and grab another gear. I really like that functionality. A lot of other tractors don't offer you that, and that's really nice to have. Even if you just need to stop for a minute, you can push in on that and stop for a minute. It does the same thing as clutching the tractor. Also from a transmission standpoint, of course it's a power shuttle, which means it's a wet clutch. And I always like to point out the additional features that you get with the Massey as far as the shuttle ever goes. So we've got our forwards, we've got our reverse, but also if, let's say we're in forwards and we need to stop for a minute, we can just pull up on that shifter. That will bring us to neutral, let it go again, and we're back to going again. So really nice for those hay fields, like you need to stop, wait for it to wrap your bale, kick your bale out, drop it down, and we're going again. And we also have a dial built right into the shuttle lever itself. That's controlling the speed at which it shuttles, or how aggressively it shuttles. Some folks, loader work, of course, you like it a little more aggressive. Maybe you're doing some shredding with a 15-foot batwing or something, and the last thing you want it to do is shuttle real fast into reverse, and we jackknife that PTO shaft or whatnot. So having that is really nice. A couple other just, kind of comfort things. We do have a tilt and a telescopic steering wheel. Hydraulics, we talked about the 3 hydraulics. One thing that often gets overlooked, though, we do have the ability to lock our levers into full flow, to constant flow. So you push that forward and you roll that little dial. It's kind of a simple feature that gets overlooked a lot, but that's really nice. No bungee cord involved here in holding that. Preset engine speed, we talk about that a lot. Love that preset engine speed. You can set that throttle, push the button. That'll set that engine speed where you want, and so from then on, just hit that button, it'll go right back to the same engine speed every time. Electronic engagement of 4-wheel drive and differential lock, really like those. And front and rear differential lock, both hydraulically engaged. Little difference from the 4700 when we start talking about the 3-point hitch, though. So we've got our position switch that looks very, very similar to the 4700. However, you're going to set that where you want it, and you're just going to use this rocker switch for up and down, as well as there's a quick soil engagement button, that green button, that's going to help it drop real quick. And then there's a couple of, there's more functionality for the hitch when you start looking up at the pillar here. We've got draft control on the dial, and then we've got the speed at which it lowers as another potentiometer, and then we can even set the upper limit, the upper height limit with the 3rd dial. And it's got suspension for the 3-point, in addition to the suspension for the front loader that we've talked so much about. A couple other things, we talked about the 3-speed switch. We've got all our controls for the lights. But the blue switch up here is also another feature that you get when you step up to the 5700 series. Not just a bigger engine, not just the 3-speed PTO, not just the hitch controls that get a little bit more involved. But we also get the blue switch, which is what we call a coupler function, where we can couple both the 3-point hitch pump as well as the main hydraulic pump to get 26.6 gallons a minute. I love showing this to customers. When I'm using the loader, I'll pull the loader back and then kick the switch on, and it'll be going up slow, and then when you kick the switch, it kicks into high gear and comes up much faster. So for loader work, and even for baling hay, wanting to kick that tailgate open, that's really, really handy. Kind of last, the seat. We've got a very, very nice seat in these tractors. Obviously it's air ride, but there's a lot of functionality as far as swiveling, as far as the adjustability for comfort. You can adjust your armrest, you can slide it forwards or back. There's even some tilt options for the rear. We've got a very nice seat, and I'll put it up against pretty much anybody's seat in this category. I don't think there's anybody that gives you a nicer seat. And don't forget, 2022 model tractors do have a reworked roof. I know there's a lot there, air conditioning is important, especially here in Texas, because I'm hot, I'm sweating, it's the end of September, there's no need for that. But in 2022, they did rework the air conditioner to increase the amount of airflow. It's always had cold air, but we wanted a little bit more airflow. So we got a new filtration system as well as a new recirculation system that really helped increase the airflow. So guys, if you're looking in that 100 to 110 horsepower range, but maybe a smaller utility tractor is not what you're looking for, you need more lift capacity, or maybe running a little larger baler, it is worth checking out the 5700 series, whether that's a 5710 or 5711. And you might not need the Dynashift transmission that comes on the D series, which is where this 5711 is really a premium option for what you're doing. And I think when you stack us up feature for feature against any other tractor, we talk about mirrors, we talk about sun visors, we can talk about all the different things that you gain with Massey. It's hard to pass up the value that Massey provides us. So guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe to us on Facebook. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to us on YouTube. If you got ideas for videos or comments, I'm always trying to respond to comments as quickly as I can. I appreciate y'all watching. Or call or text us, 903-270-0877. We want to be your Massey Ferguson dealer. Thanks, y'all.